2008, 9, 10, back to back to back, one after the other, Messi 4 in a row. Nobody was questioning and saying that Iniesta was great, Xavi was great, Cruz, Bale, Benzema was great. No, they were saying, yeah, they're great because they're in a great team, but these two are the best. So it doesn't matter that Van Dijk's got great players around them. Great teams have great players. None of those teams or players who were winning Champions Leagues season after season were one-man marching bands, but they were the best man in that band. Van Dijk was the best man in Liverpool's band for me, and clearly for a lot of people, the fact that he came second, the highest ranked Liverpool player. The best man in the best team in the world. How can you not win the Ballon d'Or? Guys, I'm disappointed, man. I'm disappointed. France football, they let me down. I put a lot of faith in France football because FIFA absolutely botched this World Player of the Year award when they took it over in, 2010. Botched it. Complete, absolute disgrace of an award. It became popularity contest, it was. And France football took it back within their grasp. And I felt the winners, once they took it back, were much more accurate based on the performances of the year. It wasn't just a popularity contest. It wasn't just about goals. It was about everything, influence. How you performed, what you achieved on the football field. Last year, Luka Modric, the epitome of that. I said, yes, it's back where it belongs. How it should be decided. Obviously with a little tweak, because now they've got the managers and captains voting, but their percentage is lower than it was under FIFA. And it's gone tits up again. Absolutely gone tits up. Now, I have to say, I just come up off the dugout with Have Hope and Devo, and I guess my disappointment in the award, which I kind of knew where it was going based on some leaks, etc. But the moment it was realised that Messi won his 6th Ballon d'Or, that disappointment really leapt out. And as I said in the stream, I was being a bit facetious. I said it's an absolute disgrace. I've seen disgraces. 2010, disgrace. Absolute disgrace. That should have been Schneider all day long. 2013, less of a disgrace, but unjust, I would say. Unjust. Ribery should have won that. And my stance hasn't changed. Hasn't changed at all. Because Schneider was not the best player. Was not the highest goal scorer in 2010. Ribery scored a lot of goals, got a lot of assists, but it wasn't the the best, the highest goal scorer in 2013 either. 2010 was the World Cup actually, and they had Messi won it. They had Iniesta and Xavi, and I said I'm happy that Iniesta and Xavi are in the top 3 because again, it's not all about goals. It's not all about even the assists in terms of numbers. But when you win a World Cup and you're that influential in doing that, that has to be recognised. And they recognised it with Modric last year. For this year, I said to people, why? Why does Messi deserve it? When you score 50, this is the answer by the way, when you score 50 goals in a season, how can you not win the Ballon d'Or? When you get X amount of assists, how can you not win the Ballon d'Or? Well, I tell you how you cannot win the Ballon d'Or. When another player plays better or has a better year. Now, the question is not, and it always comes about every single year, when Ronaldo's won it, when Modric won it more so last year, when Messi came 5th, the question or the statement always comes, but Messi's the greatest. Yeah, it's a team sport, that's why they won the Champions League, but Messi's still the best, so he should win it. The question is not whether or not he is the best player in the world, whether he is the greatest player in the world, or anything like that. The question is, who had the best year? And for me, even as a Man United fan, I can see the wood through the trees. It is Virgil van Dijk. And again, I'm not saying Messi had a bad year, but it's clear cut that 2019 was Virgil van Dijk's. Lionel Messi won La Liga. Very good achievement. Was the golden shoe winner, so the highest goal scorer within all the top leagues, all the leagues in Europe, based on a coefficient ranking. So obviously had a very good year. Had a good Champions League. But it wasn't a great Champions League. Why wasn't it a great Champions League? Well, because the season before, Messi made a big speech about what Barcelona's expectations were for that Champions League to, reclaim their crown that they won last in 2015. And they fell short at the hands of Virgil van Dijk. Doesn't mean Messi was bad, but it wasn't enough. He did well, but he didn't do enough. Or he didn't, alongside his teammates, do enough to overcome the obstacles in front of them. He did very well though. La Liga. I mean, you can only beat the opposition in front of you. But when the opposition are Real Madrid, who are having one of the worst seasons that I've seen in recent times, they were absolutely disgraceful last year. Everyone credit they had 3 managers. Julian Lopetegui. Then wasn't it Solari came in, and then Zidane. They were disgraceful. And Atletico Madrid, I mean, I won't going to say they were disgraceful. No one expected them to win the league anyway. But they weren't really in the fight. Really and truly. So, as good as Messi was, and as influential as Messi was in that Barcelona team, I would comfortably argue last season, not this year, last season, that even without Messi, they would have won La Liga. Maybe not as comfortable as they did. No, because Messi's a great player, one of the greatest of all time. But I think they would have still won it. So I'm not saying you use that as a stick to beat Messi with, because I guess you can only play the opposition in front of you. But when comparing the opposition and the competition that Van Dijk was facing in the Premier League and Messi was facing in La Liga, if it ain't chalk and cheese, it's nearly such. The fact that Liverpool were going up against Man City and Barca were not facing anyone of that remit last year is telling. And it had to be taken into consideration. Now, Van Dijk went into a Liverpool team in 2018. A Liverpool team who had good attacking players. Mane, Salah, Firmino, I think, just as he joined, Coutinho had left, so Coutinho was there before. But they were a team that was under Klopp, and even under Rodgers, actually, before that. Very good attacking team. Exciting to watch. Exciting for the neutrals. You might say heart-wrenching or very, very nervous for the managers and even the fans. Liverpool will score 1, maybe even 2. The opposition always know they're in with a chance to get a comeback. And Liverpool in 2018 only just qualified for the Champions League next year, which they obviously ultimately went on and won. And they finished 4th in the end. Because they couldn't defend. They could not defend. Van Dijk comes in January 2018 and makes arguably the greatest single impact to a team, I would probably say instant, since Cantona joined Man United from Leeds. Turned them from a team of promise, excitement, attacking verve, energy to winners. That's what Van Dijk's signing and his influence did. People like Lovren, widely criticised, not even humiliated, but made a mockery of by fans of both, of Liverpool and rivals. Matip, who had talent, but really wasn't rated anywhere among the defenders in world football. Gomez, nothing was an upcoming talent. Van Dijk, when playing next to each and every one of them, had made them and all the defence look that much better. I don't think that influence can be taken lightly. People would say, as Have Hope was saying on the stream, that Matip, you know, in the big moments he came good. But before Van Dijk, when all those defenders were there, in those big moments, those players were failing. So if the only thing that's changed, and you know, I'm not gonna, you know, can't disrespect Alisson. He's been very good as well. But if the only thing in the defence into the solidity has changed is Van Dijk, the partner, a lot of that has to go, that credit has to go to him. It can't be taken lightly at all. So as much as Barca may not have won X amount of games without Messi, it's not even in question whether Liverpool would have achieved what they did without Van Dijk. It's not even a question. Because when they paid 75 million for him, most people were like, he ain't worth that. Now, I'm not coming here to say, I told you so. But in the summer, before Coutinho left, and obviously, I think they bought Salah that summer. They had Mane from the year before. Now, based on what Salah had done at Fiorentina and Roma, obviously nobody expected him to have the season that he had. But I said, let Coutinho go. He wants to go. Liverpool's problem is they can't defend. You've got Salah, you've got Mane, two wingers as I was seeing them. And you've got Firmino. Coutinho wants to go. You've got enough goals, you know, and creativity there. What you need is a strong defence. They waited and waited. They got him in the January, and everything changed. The goals stayed, and obviously they changed the way they were playing in terms of going down the flanks with Trent and Robertson into last season. But the goals from the front three remained, and they tightened up at the back. He was that catalyst for Liverpool from going from also-rans to champions of Europe. If that's not Ballon d'Or worthy, I really don't know what is. If him as an individual can, I'm not going to say single-handedly, but have that much of an impact to go from pretenders to the best team in the world. The best team in the world. And that's not a question. Again, I'm not a Liverpool fan. I don't want them to be the best team in the world. But it's a fact. They're the champions of Europe. They're unbeaten in the Premier League. They're going to be going to the Club World Championship later this month. Probably going to go on and win it. They are the best team in the world. And a lot of that has to go down to Van Dijk. Because people are saying, well, what about Mane? What about Salah? What about Firmino or Alisson? Well, when Messi and Ronaldo were winning Ballon d'Ors throughout the 2000s, 2008, 9, 10, back to back, one after the other, Messi 4 in a row. Nobody was questioning and saying that Iniesta was great, Xavi was great, Cruz, Bale, Benzema was great. No, they were saying, yeah, they're great because they're in a great team, but these two are the best. So it doesn't matter that Van Dijk's got great players around them. Great teams have great players. None of those teams or players who were winning Champions Leagues season after season were one-man marching bands, but they were the best man in that band. Van Dijk was the best man in Liverpool's band for me, and clearly for a lot of people, the fact that he came second, the highest ranked Liverpool player. The best man in the best team in the world. How can you not win the Ballon d'Or? How can you not be crowned the best player in the world in 2019? It doesn't even make sense, logically speaking. But because Van Dijk didn't score 50 goals, because he didn't get 30 assists, because his name isn't Lionel Messi, that's the only thing that makes sense to me. And in previous years, because he ain't got, I don't know how many million followers Ronaldo has, and don't play for Real Madrid, or play in La Liga, why the likes of Ronaldo would win instead of Ribery and Schneider. That's the only thing that makes sense. Because how can you be the best player in the best team in the world but not be the best player that year? Especially when you come up against the player and the players that you're competing against on the international tournament, on the continental tournament, and defeat them, yet they still win. Outside of that, internationally, none of them won anything. But I tell you who had a better 2019, definitely Virgil van Dijk. That's not a question. Messi flopped in Copa America, got sent off against Brazil. In and out of retirement. Van Dijk got to the Nation League's final. Fair enough, didn't win it. Qualified for Euros. Euro 2020. Netherlands are one of the more resurgent teams within world football right now. Now, I'm not saying it's all him. There's 11 men, 12, 15, 20 men in the squad. But you can't deny his influence. Messi is definitely top 2 in 2019. Definitely top 2. But the question is not who is the best player in the world. The question is who was the best player in 2019. And for what their jobs were. Messi to score and create. Van Dijk to, destroy and prevent. Both of them did it to a high level. Immaculate level. Who was more successful? Because they both did it. That can't be denied. Well done, Messi, you did it. Well done, Van Dijk, you did it. Now, who was more successful? Well, I know I take a Champions League over La Liga any day of the week. Guys, that's my thoughts, innit? Ballon d'Or. I mean, anytime it's won, there's always question marks. I think there's very few years, I would say, since 2019 where it's not, 2009, where it's not questioned. Messi's 91 goalless calendar year, unquestionable. Ronaldo scored 70 and won a Champions League, unquestionable. But outside of that, the debate rages on, innit? The debate absolutely rages on. For me, I think it's very disappointing. And it's not even about making a statement, because I think, Cannavaro winning in 2006 was brilliant. That was a statement to say it's not all about goals. And, Philippe Lahn's spoken about that. Modric winning it last year is another statement. The World Cup is the most important and biggest trophy in world football. You are the best player at the tournament. You should be winning the best player of the world. Grant, especially if that wasn't the only thing you did, which of course it wasn't the only thing Modric did. But when you win the Champions League and you're that important to the team and you have that season and you continue it this year and don't win the Ballon d'Or, that sets a very, very bad precedence. Football is no longer about winning. It's just about how many goals you can score. So where do defenders fit in all of that? That's the question I ask for you. Where do defenders fit in all of that? Let me know in the comments below your thoughts on all the Ballon d'Or awards. Top 3, Ronaldo came there, Mane came 4th, Salah 5th, Mbappe 6th, Alisson 7th. Can't remember who came 8th. Bernardo Silva 9th, Mahrez in 10th. Let me know your thoughts on that. Let me just get the 8th place up before I go. Who actually came 8th? Lewandowski came 8th. That's your top 10. So in reverse order: Mahrez, Bernardo Silva, Robert Lewandowski, Alisson Becker, Kylian Mbappe, Mo Salah, Sadio Mane, Cristiano Ronaldo, Virgil van Dijk, and Lionel Messi. So I've got to say, congratulations, Messi. 6-time Ballon d'Or winner. Unprecedented. No one has ever done that before, and no one may ever do that again. 6 times. You can only marvel at the greatness of the man, and he's already down in history, and his name will live on forevermore in this beautiful game. But I gotta say, this time, for me, you didn't deserve it. Guys, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you soon.